Hello and welcome to the Spot on Sunday. You guys are just, you just do these things. And what else can I say? I'm kind of Chenogo, and this is Channel Sport on Sunday. To be or not to be, they said that is the question. And then somebody asked, if you ask me, now who I go ask? I don't know. But today, the Super Eagles of Nigeria, they just have two outcomes in the game against the DRC, and then it is either the Super Eagles win, that is option one, or the Super Eagles win. That's option two. There is no other option. We've been living on the edges. We've been living, like a cliffhanger, they say. But then we are moving. They say when you get a second chance, there is nothing sweeter than having that particular second chance. We thought we were dead and buried. We thought we were out of the of competition. How do I say it? We're out of reckoning. In getting to Mexico, Canada, and the United States of America in 2026. Then suddenly a door opened. I don't know whether it was a window, whether it was a back door, but there is a kind of a pathway that says if you follow, it can be tortuous, it can be long, but then if you are dedicated, if you are focused, if you are looking at the end and not just at the means, then definitely you will get there. So the battle continues today. After we sent the Gabonese home, it wasn't easy because at a point we started so well, moving at second half, we thought okay, and then it changed, and then there was that scare. After the pool, was it a penalty or was it a penalty? Remember the controversy surrounding the South African referee who came in to come and, not just the referee, but the officials from South Africa. The VR said, come and look at it. The referee looked at it and said, okay, 50-50, but let us go. With that, there's a second chance. He said, at least out of 9 lives, I think we have lived 3. We still have about 6 lives. So probably that will take us to the World Cup, because if we are able to triumph today over the DRC, remember that they represent Africa. They got a sole ticket in 1974 when they were Zaire under Mobutu Sese Seko. I love that name. Some African names sound so sweet. There is rhyme and rhythm in the Mobutu Sese Seko. You understand? So definitely that was there. But here we are now. Okay, I also remember it was the same. At the house. Let me just bring up here in. Because I just remembered now that it was also in. Was it in 74 also that there was the rumble in the jungle? Was it 75? 74?
74.
74. I just said 74. Muhammad Ali took on George Foreman. You understand? Yeah, so I tell you, that was the rumble in the jungle. But today, there's no rumbling. It is in Morocco. They have qualified, but then everything football in Africa now goes to Morocco. So we are all there. That is where our Falcons picked, that Mission X, and that is where we are going to pick our own Mission VV, right? VII. Mission 7. Mission 007. Yeah. I think that is what we are there, because we've been to the World Cup 6 times. So this is going to make it Mission 007. I tell you. And then if we do that, this ticket we are picking, this African ticket, does not take us straight to the World Cup. It takes us to the intercontinental playoffs. So that's why we say, the road is a bit, tortuous, but based on our ranking, probably there is a light, at the end of the tunnel. Because we will be ranked, and then if we are ranked in those 2 groups, there are going to be Group A and Group B, based on 3 teams in Group A, 3 teams in Group B. So there will be A1, A2, A3. As we are, at least just a team is ranked above us now as it stands among those who are fighting for that particular ticket. So if we might top our own group, either in Group A or in Group B. If we are there, then B2, B3 will play themselves to come and play B1, or A2, A3 will play themselves to come and play A1. So we're either A1 or B1. And definitely that means, so we have about 180 minutes to go, to qualify for the World Cup. We're going to tell you 30 countries have officially qualified. Some are whispering 33 and 39, I know. So 30 have officially qualified. Croatia was, the last team that had joined them. And in the 48 team tournament format, it means 18 teams are yet, there is still space for 18. And one of those spaces, I think Nigeria go there. Because we can't afford it. We go 3, we stay at home once. We go 3, we stay at home. We have stayed at home. It is time for us to do the next 3. So basically, it's a reading, like I said, the reading and rhyme. This today, 8 p.m. How are you feeling for today?
I'm feeling bad, Ken.
Why?
I've never seen a vice chancellor celebrating the best student in the receipt exam.
Okay, go on.
I have enormous respect for Franz Beckenbauer.
Yes.
And he said something in '96 that wowed me. He won the UEFA Cup with Bayern Munich. He always comes to Bayern Munich as interim manager, 6 months, 2 months. He won the Bundesliga on the 2 occasions and were in the UEFA Cup when he joined '96. I said there is no basis for this. This is a cup for the losers. And that their own standard, Mourinho was saying something about his cultural standard, that their own standard is in the Champions
Cup, yeah.
Not
the Champions Cup.
Yeah. So it's like celebrating Barcelona dropping from the Champions League and going ahead to win the Europa Cup.
But then, let me
say something
yes.
that we are bearing Panama. If Panama does not take the automatic ticket on the 18th, we will be the highest ranked team.
Yes.
So we are the best of the rest. We should not be there.
Best of the rest.
I hope going to Saudi will not. US football is a simple game. B1, B2, A1, A2. Ken.
Okay, let me draw you closer. You went far back to Beckenbauer, but let me take you back to Yao Havelange. And not Yao Havelange. I think Sepp Blatter. In the qualification for, I think was it the 2014 World Cup.
2014 was in Brazil.
I think that was it when Portugal did not qualify. Automatically, they went through the playoff, and I remember that game was against Sweden. Was it not through this playoff that Ronaldo became the FIFA Player of the Year when he scored 4 goals against Sweden?
Okay, we all know what transpired behind the scene when it comes to Ronaldo, and that is where we keep extending. FIFA's INEC keeps extending the voting time. Do you get?
He not only did he extend it, he said you can change your vote.
Your vote. But again, yes, we have to take what comes before us. But again, it's not something to... We'll take the result, but we are never going to celebrate it.
We'll take the result, we're not going to celebrate it. And I totally agree with Okbe that the man you are seeing there is Victor Osimhen. A lot of guys, coming into the studio today, even entering right there from the gear to everywhere, it has been Osimhen. In fact, I'm telling them that, look, I'm watching this game because of Osimhen. I'm doing it because of Osimhen. I'm talking about Osimhen. All right, that is the playoff final, the Africa edition up there. That will be Nigeria taking on the Congo, 8 p.m. today. Nigeria and Morocco at the same time. Whether in Morocco it's 8 p.m., Nigeria it is 8 p.m. So forget this matter. Just set your clock, set your alarm, set whatever to say by 8 p.m. If you want to be on your knees, if you want to carry water, if you want to start speaking in tongues, if you want to go anywhere you want to go to, if you want to even start playing ball here for them and start put your monkey post and be scoring the goal so that everyone you are scoring, you understand, like a voodoo. You guys can do that. So that is the thing. That is the playoff final in Nigeria taking on DR Congo. But it's good news because he picked up a yellow card. He picked up 1 yellow card at the main qualifiers, and then we have just been told that CAF has cleared him, and that they don't carry over that card into this one. I know Osimhen picked a card, when he pulled his shirt after scoring that goal against Gabon. Let's also hope that whatever card we pick here, if in case, I pray he doesn't pick another card today, but whatever card they pick here also is not carried over, to the intercontinental playoffs. So the captain of that game, that day, he picked up a card, and then not only he also provided an assist, when he ventured forward. So basically, let's say, things are going well for Nigeria in every angle, but then the Congolese are not a pushover. I will say, what is going to happen. But then this is the story that they will be playing, and then I am probably if Trust still sit up, probably they also will wear the captain's band, as when they take on the leopards of Congo. Well, I don't know. These boys. You see their game against Benin, and then you see that game. It's like have they suddenly found the rhythm? Have they are they synergized? Is it that to say like, yes, gentlemen, this is time that they played well in that first half against the Gabonese, but they didn't find the back of the net the way we thought. They could have gone about 3-4 goals up. What are you making of the current form of this Super Eagles team?
Ken, you said something that we have just two options. Option A, win. Yeah. Option B, win. Yeah. So, when we're still playing the likes of Lesotho, okay, should we, after disappointment of drawing Lesotho or Zimbabwe, we'll go to South Africa. So, we're having a lot of if conditional statement. But by the time we got to Benin, and coupled with the favor, you spoke about spending 3 of our 9 lives. But for me, I think we spent the 13th out of the 9 lives because we got the favor from Eritrea. Yes. If they are not withdrawn, we'll have been like the 7th out of the 9 second place team. So after Eritrea, we also had that fortune of getting the worst result against the weakest team in our group. Yes. Zimbabwe. 2 points. So that also when they were knocking up people's points. 6 points. A lot of conductive has come into playing this World Cup. So all those times, yes, if you fail here, you can rise again. But when we got to the time of Benin, not even knowing that 4th goal is so crucial. That we did it. So after that, the only way now, no more pressing of calculators. No. Win. So it was like having your FA Cup final. So every game is a final. You don't get a second chance. All right. I was just asking him, what he makes of the team, and then he just, give us a brief. But let us see if we can listen to the skipper himself, Trust Ekong.
Tomorrow, which everyone is really happy about. So there was some clarification. I think that's all out now. So no surprises. And I think that we also understand clearly what it will mean for any player on the yellow card for the next game. So that's good to know. And secondly, the boys are, first of all, I think happy to be here competing on Sunday. There's no other motivation that we need. We all want to go to the World Cup. So it's going to be a difficult game. Congo also did well to get to the final here for Africa. Yeah, I think every game brings a new challenge. I think also for Gabon, I didn't think they were just low block. They were very dangerous in the counter-attack, which the boys dealt really well with. But I think, with Congo, I know 1 or 2 players in their team. So I know they are a good playing side. So it's going to be a different challenge altogether. I don't think you can ever compare teams in Africa. And also we have to adapt. But at the same time, I think we are also starting to create a clear identity. And that's something that we want to continue to build on. And it will be an interesting game on Sunday for sure. I think last game we sent a really clear message from the team. And we're hoping to do the same now. We're not trying to prove anything to anyone. We want to prove it to ourselves. And we want to be at the World Cup ourselves. So that's the real focus. I think after that game, there still won't be time to really talk about achieving anything yet because there'll be something else to face in March. But even I don't want to talk about that yet because I think Sunday itself is going to be a big challenge. And facing Congo is not going to be easy at all. So we just have to prepare our best for that. I think our team has grown a lot over the last month. We've been under consistent pressure. But every time we come together, every game, I feel like the boys are getting more comfortable with that pressure. And there hasn't been any chance for us to make up anything if we made a mistake. So the same now goes for Sunday. And directly after the game, in the changing room, we had a talk about this being a more important moment and having to rest, recover. It's not easy when you play 120 minutes for a team to then come and play again in 3 days' time. So, but the focus has always been on this game, because on Sunday, if we don't win or we don't get the result we want, in that sense, Thursday will be a nice moment, but it will mean nothing. So that's the main thing. Yeah, and I think that's all I can really say about that. But I think the team has really grown over the last months, and yeah, we are ready, I think, for a high pressure moment, because that's what we've been under since earlier this year.
We didn't think that we will go in extra time, but I can analyze this game. In first half, during 30 minutes, we were so good with the possession ball, with the intensity, with the aggressivity, and after the player, it's normal when you put a lot of intensity at the end of the half. It's normal if physically you are less good, you know. And Gabon, they try to play in counter with a counter, and we manage well.
All right, you come back. You had the captain, and then you also had the gaffer himself, Eric Chell, and he's saying Gabon played well, but today it's not Gabon. Gabon is in the past. The present is Nigeria, because we are taking on. We can't say the present is DR Congo. The present is Nigeria. It's going to be a tough game. It's really going to be a tough game. It is not going to be one of those things, because the game between Gabon and Cameroon was so physical. I didn't know, who I wanted to meet. Of course, I'd never prefer playing Cameroon. Definitely, that is the way. So when that sucker punch came in the 91st, is it 91st, 92nd minute, at least I heaved a sign of relief, because no matter how we playing Cameroon is that derby, that the outcome, especially when now every game that we play is a final. To lose 3 finals to a country back to back to back is not what you cherish. So basically, that is, as they took that, yeah, this is the DR Congo team. A lot of diasporans are into their team too. Because when I saw Wan-Bissaka did not at the right back, but then foraging in front, I said out to do, and that is not the team. Anyway, Jimmy is in the house. Jimmy Kato is in the house. Jimmy, they are democratic. They were Zaire. Now they now became Congo, and then they were Congo. They now became Zaire.
They now there is Republic of Congo.
Yeah.
There's also Dr. Congo.
Before both of them were they were country. They were Congo. Then Mobutu Seko, came in, and that is when all those African liberation, man, those days the guys say we are Zaire, just like Burkina Faso. Somebody just say they are revolutionary, but now they say they are going back to Congo. So
The sleeping giants.
Yeah.
First to go to the World Cup from this part of the world.
This part of the world. But now Egypt actually was the first African country to go to the World Cup.
Yeah, but
but that was invitational.
Yeah, invitational.
After that, it was not qualifying.
So Ken, the last time around we talked about the difference between the Nigerian team and Gabon in terms of the transfer market values.
Yeah.
And also in terms of the FIFA rankings. But right now what we have is that we are 2.4 times more valuable than this particular team, this Gabonese team. Yes, because
the Gabonese of Congo.
Sorry, this Congolese team.
Yeah.
Because they have the players, the total number of players that they do have, they are averagely aged 27 and a half. 27 and a half.
Who should we be looking at in this Congolese team?
Well, I think that we should first look at the value in entirety, and also what we expect from our players, because they are more valuable. So you begin to look at it from the point of view of Osimhen being the most valuable and also being able to deliver. That's the essence of looking at the values, to say, if you are valuable enough, then you need to show why exactly that value, means a lot. Apart from maybe Makambu, and also is a Buanga, those are
Bissaka.
Wan-Bissaka, I don't know. Why are we looking at Wan-Bissaka? I don't know.
That boy is a class player.
Bissaka is not.
We will disunite him. We will disunite him.
Player of repute. Man, you won't go for his signature.
That boy
which
is
Man
a player.
Man, you will not go for his signature.
They are reckoning with Man U.
I read somewhere. I think that when I think that was in 2004. In 2004, when Bolton took on Middlesbrough in the finals, and they were, they were analyzing the players, and then they now looked at, so look, this player came from Real Madrid, and the first thing the analyst said is that bad players don't play for Real Madrid.
all.
So if this guy has played for Real Madrid, I tell you this, if this guy has played over 50 million pounds, then not this inflated rate, then he should tell you that he is quality.
Charles Mbemba,
Yeah.
Makambu, Wan-Bissaka, Sadiki, the midfielder. They've got quite a number of players, and I think the lowest in terms of value is $400,000 US, which is Mpezazu.
And that is some money.
And that's some money, even for the average Nigerian.
That is some money.
So we see our players begin to make their values count, and that's what matters the most. We are ahead of them in terms of value.
Okay.
And as such, on the field, they should also make it count. Like Okwe did say, we can't be celebrating mediocrity, where ordinarily we know we ought to be,
whether it is 40 days or 40 years, the important thing is to get to the destination.
Once I understand what you're saying,
yes.
What I'm saying basically is this: they need to get the business done. They should not think that they have arrived.
I agree with you on that.
Ken, if Portsmouth
Yes.
comes to the Premier League,
Yes.
they are not a traditional Premier League side.
Yeah.
Class will always tell you, and I keep saying it.
We
have teams that should naturally that our peers in Africa. If we want to do ranking, teams that are our peers in Africa, but I don't think the DRC.
Yes. Italy are 4-time world champions. They are struggling. I saw Kazakhstan almost destroying Belgium yesterday.
Yes.
So see,
Any other region.
Belarus picking. In fact, the Danes forced them to a draw.
Now me they tell you
But
now.
Ken, the way it is.
That a country of about 160,000 people.
But you want to play them. You want to play them at the Intercontinental playoff.
Okay, all right. We're going to open the lines to the air. In days like this, we just let us have fun. Not just fun because we want to hear from you. We are dedicating this show as we normally do on days like this, not bringing in guests outside. To say, look, those of you who are watching, those of you who want to have something to say, let us have your contribution so that the number is right there. But then, like we say, 30 teams, while we are waiting for you to join this discussion, 30 countries have qualified for the World Cup. If my guys there are ready, we can put them there right there so that you follow. The first three you all know is Canada, Mexico, and USA. They are co-hosts. All right, Jimmy, can you take that? Which of them are you seeing them?
So from Asia, Australia, Islamic Republic of Iran.
Okay.
Japan, Jordan, Korea Republic, that is South Korea, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Uzbekistan.
From Africa, Algeria, Cabo Verde. That's Cape Verde. Cote d'Ivoire, Egypt, Ghana, Morocco, Senegal, South Africa, and Tunisia.
Those were the 9.
So CONMEBOL, South America, we have a defending champion Argentina, Brazil, Colombia, Ecuador, Paraguay, and Uruguay.
New Zealand.
Then Oceania. That is, you have New Zealand. New Zealand. And then from UEFA, from Europe, England, France, and Croatia. So that is 30 or 48, meaning we have 18. You can say that CONCACAF is not there yet. Yes. CONCACAF, not only are they going to bring in their team, I think they have 6. And then for now, in this, what we are trying to do today, 2 teams have already qualified. Bolivia and New Caledonia.
Ken,
yes.
Remember last week Sunday?
Yes.
Morocco, the under-17 team of Morocco defeated Caledonia 16-0.
Yeah, so
Under 17. So they make sure that for each of the ages from 1 to
well,
16.
all the 11 starters and five substitutes. All of them collected 1-1.
Serious Otowoto.
But I think we also played them in. I don't know if I under 20 or so.
No, they also played in the under 20.
And I think they played Nigeria. I think the Nigerian team also played.
Yeah.
Played them this year. I'm trying to get that this year.
I think the under 17 ladies beat one of the Oceania side, which entails our qualification for the next round.
For the next round, New Caledonia. But I like I like the continent where they come from. They say in the country of blind, one-eyed man is the king.
Yes,
they know they will qualify. They were there at the FIFA Club World Cup.
But you have to have the Tahiti and the right. The last time we went for Competitions Cup, it was Tahiti.
All right. I want to go on a very short break, pay our bills, and when we come back, the lines are still open. You join us and stay with us. All right, you're welcome back. It is still Channel Sport on Sunday. And like we said, the lines are open today. We're talking about the FIFA World Cup qualifiers. We survived, the main qualifiers, and we came in second in our group. And then we were among the best four non-qualifiers. Not the best four losers, the best four non-qualifiers. But now we are a step on 180 minutes, 90 minutes today. If we triumph today, another 90 minutes in the Intercontinental Playoffs, and then it will be Canada, Mexico, USA. Here we come. So the lines are open. The numbers are there on your screen. What is your assessment of the team so far? You saw the line up. The captain coming in from the bench. Do you want him to do so? Others are saying the midfield is a bit thin. Do you see a Frank Onyeka, for instance, pairing Ndidi? All right. Well, okay. All right. Now, for good enough. Our first caller is a coach. Coach Raji, how are you?
Fine. Good afternoon, Ben.
Good afternoon.
Good to hear from you.
Yeah.
I'm quite happy with what is happening with our team.
Okay.
And I'm optimistic to buy if we stick to our game plan.
Okay.
Because the pattern will be still of recent. I really appreciate it. 4-4-2. I spoke about this pattern last week.
Yeah.
The last 2 weeks. 4-4-2. There's no how in this for the goal. It has to be operating for the wings. And that has been our playing pattern right from time. 4-4-2 system.
Coach Raji, is it? Coach Raji, please. Sorry, I want to ask this. Some people are saying this is more of a 4-2-4 than a 4-4-2. That the midfield is thin.
Well, people can see it that way, but going of the game. Okay. I see it as a 4-4-2 formation.
Okay.
Understand? Yes. The one other thing I want to talk about is that people have been talking about the performances of the players. One player has not been, mentioned by anybody. Calvin Bassey.
Yes.
His performances have been
wonderful.
Very good. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So I wish the Super Eagles good luck, but I'm quite optimistic that we will qualify.
All right. Thank you so much, Coach Raji. He says he wishes the team well. Jimmy, let me come to you. 4-2-4, 4-4-2, 4-3-3, which this team supplies most, have. What are the 4? I don't know which of them do you think we can have, because now we're talking about Akao Adam scoring 2 goals in his first 3 games. Osimhen coming in hot form. Definitely, it has come to that area where Yekini is there and other Adam Mokachi or somebody is a support striker trying to do all that, in the game. So what do you see? You just had Coach Raji.
So I saw Chel deploy a 4-2-4.
Yeah.
That's what I saw.
Yes, that's your understanding of
that's my understanding of the way he played.
Yeah.
I think he went a little bit offensive, but we're too thin in the midfield.
Yeah.
And also because of the fact that we have an aging Wilfred Ndidi. the game only got better stabilized in our favor when Onyeka did come in.
Came in.
You know, so for me, I would think that it's better to have an Onyeka, an Onyedika, and Iwobi. And he will be playing more behind the strikers to be able to feed them. But when it comes too deep into the central midfield and he doesn't have the kind of support, he's always going to struggle. Even if he does play because of the age, because of the fact that he has the pedigree, he has that experience. But if he's being overrun, if they are being overrun in the midfield, it becomes a huge struggle. But you saw when Onyeka did come into play, he stabilized the midfield and was able to express himself. You saw him give an assist. Prior to that, you had even Benjamin Fredericks try to link the attack. Yeah. So, you know, you could see, as always, we've been complaining about creativity in the midfield, lacking and all that. But for me, I think the most important thing is the coach is able to, within the game, in-game management, deploy in-game management, see what works best for him, and be able to make swift changes according to how the opponent does play.
All right, let's go to Sapele because we have Ruben. Ruben, how are you?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Ruben. At least you will let us rest more. Let's hear you.
So my conclusion is in short, this is what we used to. Maybe we are getting back to what we used to see. But we have move or when Makachi have to have a better instrument for him. So coming of this man now, Aqua Adams.
Yeah.
I think Aruko should also step up the game because it is based on performance. Nobody will want to bench Aqua Adams for Aruko now as it stands now. So it is left for everyone this players to come on field because I think most of them, even the likes of I think he should probably be his last World Cup. And for the likes of Benjamin, my pick out in this whole thing now is the super key, the 20 years old Benjamin, how you start this man out there, Young. So this is what we are looking at now. And on the period that today won't be different. I think we'll be winning by maximum over 6-0. So that is my thing. I think we should take the coach not after this qualifier. They will not say they are putting another foreign coach for us.
Ruben, are you seeing what are you seeing in terms of score? Do you see us having it is an easier game compared to when we played?
I think we'll score early this time. I think we'll score early. And I think we'll score early and we'll probably win this game at least from 2 man in 4.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much, Ruben. The guy, I'll come back to Okpe. We're talking about formation now. We're talking about those who are synergizing at the front, telepathy. Kind of moving that way. Of course, Osimhen, it is not there when you are talking about this team. When you are looking at the front, people say Osimhen is there. Midfield, maybe defense Ndidi is there. Goalkeeper is there. You're not talking about defense. Where so you are having about some players that are there that okay, this one you are building around this one. Yep. You are building around this one. So you are building around this one. And then Coach Raji was talking about we're going to 4-4-2, but like I witnessed the ways that I did talk about a 4-2-4 formation. Nigeria has already been comfortable playing a 4-4-2 or a 4-3-3. You understand? I don't know which formation do you think the team should deploy, because they are also looking at the physicality of the Congolese. Absolutely. That their game against Cameroon and it was a butcher's final.
Yes, we all agree that attack wins you games.
Yeah.
So, and this is not a championship.
Yeah.
As we said, option A win, option B win. So, the coach had this thing at the back of his mind, intention to win. And if we are taking our chances
early
in the first half,
yes, that
the game would have been
means the coach, his intention was almost playing out.
Yeah.
If not that, we're not that clinical. So
Absolutely.
because he wanted to just win that game. And that is why when he saw that we're not taking those chances, he had to bring in Onyeka to quickly plug, because there is no how you do it. This is a one-off game. There is no way if 3 of our 4 attackers come to the party, we always outscore whatever we consider at the back. That is the intention from what I see, what I've seen in this game, what the coach is trying to
and we
achieve.
had a solid defense.
Yeah, so there is could I just mention Calvin Bassey? What about Frank? What about Benjamin Fredericks?
In a league robin format,
yes.
He won't try the 4-2-4.
It won't.
But yeah, we need to win.
So it's okay, fine. You go and by the time we come, before we concede one, we would have scored 2.
So Ken, what I'm even now particular about will now be what exactly is probably going to play today.
Okay.
With the return of Semi Ajayi. Semi Ajayi seems to be like the mainstay of that defense for some time now, apart from the fact that, he had been injured. He also had a suspension. He's coming right back into this team, and most likely Benjamin Fredericks will start from the right part of the defense. Then he and Bassi, they will play in the center of defense. And also, Seydou Sanusi, you've got to reward, his performance. I mean, he's been very meritorious.
He's been very consistent.
Been very consistent. And also, I mean, so you look at...
So we're having a back four that
very solid.
Playing together for some time, giving that understanding.
Understanding. So you also look at... I can now say, okay, for the midfield, Onyeka, even if you want to use Ndidi, it's not a problem. But you need to have, a younger... midfielder, a DM. So I would go for a 4-3-3 or a 4-4-2 like you did say, but never a 4-2-4. The Congolese may be older in age; they are averagely 27.5 years.
Okay.
But then you have to also be very clinical, like Okai did.
Let's go to Ikpaja because Olumide is waiting for us. Olumide, how are you?
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Olumide. Good afternoon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, please, in terms of the ability, the ability of the Congolese, please, I also want to put this on. We need to go and look at our match with Cote d'Ivoire in the AFCON.
Is it 94 or which one?
the previous of the last encounter with AFCON.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
Yes, so if you look at it, they have spent on the terms of energy. Right. So that is what they are bringing to the table. So I hope we can see that match and look at how we can counter balance, because in all areas we are also a very good team. But that agility is what we need to work on. And Congolese, so we are bringing that to the table now. So please, it's important that we also take that into consideration. Match for match. So our midfield in terms of the PD of Franco Yedika and Rafael, I think will be best for us. Now that we have the we know that the card has also been put on.
Yes.
So we have options. So let's meet them for that activity. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. I would have asked you, but Olumide, you've dropped your. I would have asked you what scoreline you are looking at. Olumide said, look, we have options in that particular midfield now with the camp, because when he picked that card, all of us were just shaking at them. He is the leader now in the absence of Truth Ekon starting. So basically the two of them, of course, I listened to that interview when Truth Ekon was saying, look, they have a lot of leaders in the team, not just him.
I like the way you reacted.
Yeah,
you can't go on there and say he's a social media leader. Are you serious?
Yeah, that
very disrespectful.
That he is there. Ndidi is there. Osime is there.
The best team in the world. The best teams in the world usually have leaders. There will be a major leader, as in the main one. But across the field, you need leadership in all departments. So when someone is actually getting the job done by leading the troops and galvanizing support for everybody, and is doing it well, I mean, you can't be causing disaffection.
That is why the mini crisis of before that game, the way they handled it. And I think the thing is this: people were saying, come and say, I think I commend the way both the players and probably the FA handled it. Hello.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Mr. Ken. Good afternoon, please. Good afternoon, Mr.
Mazi, good afternoon.
From Aruchuku. How are you, Mazi?
We give God the glory. Now, Mr. Ken, whether we are galvanizing or we are not galvanizing, the issue now is that the city has to qualify to go to World Cup.
Yeah.
Now, all these things you have mentioned now, I'm just praying. Although I guess I've been praying since even many of them went to churches.
You must pray. You must pray.
All of
May the world, God, Mazi, God.
They are just back in heaven for Nigeria to qualify this night. I was told it's 8 a.m. tonight.
Okay.
Now, the thing is that early goals will save Nigerian team. Early goals and proper defense.
Early goals.
And we should try as much as possible, the coach and the players, to do that. Not the question of a one-man show. One-man show cannot take us to the World Cup. What we need today is thoroughly teamwork that organize everything according to his opinion, Mr. Chris. That is what we are going to do today. We pray that all the knowledge that gathering as footballers they do in this so that Nigeria, because if Nigeria don't step to World Cup, then it will be a disaster to the whole country because football is the only thing that brings the unity of whether you are Igbo, Yoruba, or Hausa, any tribe you belong to that football. By the grace of God, Nigeria will be there. Good afternoon, Mazo from Irish.
Thank you. Okay, Maz talked about teamwork. Everything teamwork. Teamwork takes us there.
Yes, a one-up match. Wigan beating Man City in an FA Cup final. So
Birmingham beating Arsenal.
Don't say it now. I wanted to say it before you because I know you were going there.
No, because Martin scored the goal.
I knew you were going there. So, like the Yorubas would say, "Kotobumi Mahaburami." I know.
When we done eating Liverpool.
Yes.
And the most dramatic of all, the World Cup where USA beat England and the English press back home because internet
1950
were reporting that England won 11-1.
1970, was it some day that Tunisia beat Mexico? 3-1. Was it 86?
No, that was
70,
Morocco beat Portugal. No, Morocco won 3-1. In
your mouth,
then Tunisia won. That's Africa first victory in 78.
That was 78. That was in 78 now. That was in 78. 3-1. Some people were throwing their telly out of they were throwing their telly out of the window somewhere. There's some people jump. I didn't know, but I didn't see the video.
So when you have a one-off match, you cover for each other. And that's why when they say team together, everyone achieves more. So, because as I said, you don't have the luxury of, if I don't play well against Lesotho, I'll cover against Benin, I'll cover against South Africa. No grief for Zimbabwe, no. Now you throw everything at your opponent. So now is a make-up man. And maybe the Eagles someone should tell them, as you said, option A, win. Option B win. So
I think for the first time, we are seeing how serious, for a long time now, we are seeing how serious that team could really be, that they really want it. So we have to set aside all the adversity, all the shenanigans that happened before then. We can revisit it some other time. But for now, they need to be very resolute. And it's not time for our administrators to start dancing. It's uncalled for.
It's uncalled for.
It's absolutely uncalled for.
And let us sign a note of warning because I mean, this is the administrators. You guys, like we said, we are with you on this one, no. But let that happen in 2002, where you dropped all the players and went there and was celebrating draws after draws. They're celebrating one draw after we've been knocked out. Happen. Let it not happen when design, came out for his people, for her people, and then we dropped out from the national team.
Or even Leon Balogun.
Or Leon Balogun. It is not the time to victimize the leaders of this team.
Yeah.
If anybody is going to be dropped from going to the World Cup, let it be because that player, have his form dropped, not because of whatever it is.
If we are going to, while I want to accept that.
Okay, let's go. Sorry, Promise is real from Port Harcourt. Hello, Promise. Promise, are you there? Hello, my dear. Please, Promise, do call back.
While I want to accept on the part of the player that wisdom is actually profitable to direct, if anybody should be dropped, because there should be an inquest, the official that are faced to pay the players should be dropped.
Yes.
So how do you drop officials?
No, not even from the World Cup. The person should get his administrative sanction.
When South Africa fielded that illegible player, The press, I follow the South African press.
Action
They
essay.
were calling, they said
he misled the parliament.
Oh my God. The parliament made...
The same Gates Mackenzie that we started calling names because of what he said against Nigeria. The action essay actually took him on headlong.
Who did this? I mean, so basically, if you are supposed to do this for the players,
do your job.
Do your job. But the players, we are saying this because it took us time to recover from 2002. The fabrics of the team, we only said Finidi, Agali, Tidani, the core members who took us 2002, we removed them. This should not happen. Nigeria is our country. You have a right to agitate. You have a right to ask for your right. You have a right to ask for your right without being victimized for asking for your right.
Look, you don't have the right to sit on someone's right.
You don't have the right to, yes, of course.
Ken, there's a lot of outcry, especially as regards the FIFA Forward project. There's a lot of outcry about administration of funds and all that.
We'll talk about
we are seeing a lot of that on social media.
We'll talk.
So, apart from the fact that we may be keeping quiet about it now and not going into it, just because we don't want distraction, but we'll still come back to it. The effect of social media, but also the most important thing now will be, how do our people out there listening begin to discern what is fake news and what is, the real situation? Because we had a lot of it happen. The NPFL issue that happened between Katsina United and this other team, remind me now, Barao. Yeah. Then also the issue of the special bonuses and not the special bonuses and everything that happened between the NFF and the NSC.
That one you say, I like the way Truth react. I think it was on the tweet he said, okay, let's take Louis, because Louis is reaching us. Hello, Louis, how are you?
Good afternoon. How are you doing?
We are fine, Louis.
I want to believe, by the grace of God, we should be at the World Cup next year.
By His grace.
So, we cannot afford to miss another World Cup back to back, because especially for you guys that are journalists, it will be bad business, and the boys too. You know how old the student will be if we miss this World Cup.
He's already 26. He'll be 30. He'll be 30 by the next time. Yeah.
I'm not even sure he'll be interested by that time. So I don't hope that will be. I'm not saying I'm not mentioning his name because I dislike him. It's just that I want the team to win. So the hobby should have the right passes. He should make accurate passes, not the one that I saw the other time. Chibuze should not over dribble. He should know when to pass ball to the striker. And the whole team should see this as the last opportunity for them to go to World Cup. If they put in extra effort, pray more than the Congolese player will get to World Cup by the grace of God.
All right. Thank you so much, Louis. Everybody's talking about teamwork, taking us there. He said, look, not over dribble. The purpose is for the ball to pass, not you. Okay, you understand?
Okay, you collect that I mentioned Chukwueze.
Yeah.
For like 3 Sundays or thereabouts, where I said Chukwueze is like a magic wand on his own.
Yeah.
But I won't recommend starting him. If you look at Chukwueze's game, he's an impact player. Allow him come in. Ejuke and Chukwueze, they are good guys that can solve for themselves. But I would rather want Ejuke to start than Chukwueze come in for him, because the two of them can actually rattle defenders, and that gives us extra options. Osimhen gives you a lot of options. Akko Adams is now beginning to give us options. But we have to look at, okay, Ademola Lookman now against your guy, your boy, Wan-Bissaka. Is it best to play Ademola Lookman?
I think the Congolese are not even using him in defense. They're using him to play attack.
This time around, where do you think?
I don't know why. That is why that we don't know. He was not in the back four in the game against Cameroon.
I want to drop Ademola Lookman. I think even this match,
because he gives you options. Yes. Behind the striker, besides the striker on the wings, versatility of play.
Jimmy, see, understand one thing. You did say, look, Eric Chell wants to play attack. Okpai said, look, let us convert.
Yeah.
But so why he's starting with Chukwueze is that he has that nuisance value. In that 18, The last third. In the last third.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Chukwueze and Simon, who has more the nuisance value?
Yeah, well, I think both of them are good. You understand? But then the mobility.
I would say Chukwueze over Simon.
Chukwueze is
the two flanks.
Chukwueze has that pace. He has that pace. Exactly. And that pace. That does the pace.
Means I can always expect a penalty for me.
No, but Simon has a better crossing than Chukwueze.
Yes, but Chukwueze will wear out the defense. And will make it open for other
that is where cutbacks, you understand? You see, sometimes you see player will finish the defense and that last thing that separates a kind of a Messi and whatever, that he has that sixth eye to see yet this person is better placed than me. You've done the job. It doesn't matter that you must take the glory. The team gets the glory. Send that person and then he makes hay, and then that is the thing. So basically what we're talking about here, that the teamwork matters, synergy matters, and that is everything.
Also having options.
Definitely.
Which we have right now.
Because like options, it was options that
got for in.
I'm talking about Siasia and Amokachi. It was options. Give the pass to Yakini. I mean, Samson Siasia is a striker. He's not compared. And then the more selfish strikers are, the more they score. But he didn't give that pass. And then Nigerians will not remember that. That is the thing. Nigerians will remember Yakubu Ayegbeni not scoring. They say when you do 1,000 good things. Yes, now that one small one, the good is often interred. The good is often interred with their bones. You
remember how great Godie was?
The man, he came back to that. I think he played, was it 10 when he came back to the Super Eagles?
No, he won the Nations Cup in 90s.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, but he was not playing six again. He was not playing. He was not playing Chukwu again. I not go that side though. If not. Anyway, let me just take like a minute to talk about the MPFL. The MPFL games also, are taking place because that is where the future Eagles will be coming from. Yesterday, it was Bendel Insurance beating Kano Pillars. Both teams have gone, but, both managers have got about 4 or 5 games without anything. At the end of the day, Kano Pillars went forward. Bendel Insurance equalized. That is at it. Okay, no, Insurance scored, Kano Pillars equalized. Kano Pillars went forward, Insurance equalized, and then, scored that goal. I think that was goal in the 70-something.
6 points from 12 games.
So, I don't know what is happening to Kano Pillars. Babagaragaru, they brought you there, and then Kennedy Boboye. These are 2 outstanding managers in the local scene, who are doing that. Okay, there are also some games that will take place today. Let us see those games and then see how they stand on the log. Okay.
So El Kanemi will be playing host to
Kwara United.
Remo Stars will be away at 3SC.
That one I won.
Niger Tornadoes will be hosting.
That match is postponed.
Which one?
Shooting Stars.
Remo Stars is postponed. Yeah. Okay.
So Niger Tornadoes will be playing against
Katsina United.
Wiki Tourist and Enyimba, a battle of elephants. Enyimba will be hosting them. Bayelsa United will be playing host to Abia Warriors.
Bayelsa United, they play better at away than play at home.
Exactly.
Topsy-turvy, inconsistency.
A2 will be playing at Ikorodu City
in Lagos. Yeah.
Rivers United will be hosting Warri Wolves. That's a Niger Delta battle. And Kun Khalifa will be playing host to Nasarawa United.
League leaders Nasarawa United. Okay, and then on Monday, the Barrow taking on Rangers. Remember that, let us see the table. Let us see the table. Because Nasarawa, I think they lost the game, but they are back on top. I think they divided. They did beat. Was it Kano Pillars that they beat in their last game?
Game. There they 23 points for Nasarawa United, followed by Abia on 22, Ikorodu City 21, Rivers on 20.
Rivers has a game in hand.
Exactly, a game in hand. The last 4: Insurance on 12, Kun Khalifa on 12, Barrow 19th on 10, and Pillars on 6.
So it is that win that took Insurance away from 9 to 12.
Exactly.
All right, and let's go to maintain. Insurance over the years have been a thing that played a lot of draws. Okay, gentlemen, we're about leaving.
Yeah, the battle between Alcaraz and Sina.
Yeah, today,
The battle of number ones and number two.
But Alcaraz is back as number 1.
It can't get better.
It can't get better.
Like I did say, Sina, Alcaraz, they are just as good as, you know, the rivalry is just as good as what we used to have with the great.
But then the females are saying that because of that, the male tennis is becoming boring because any time you are going to see.
We have this sort of situation.
I think we need that duopoly to get a firmly established number one. So for the Eagles, I expect a 2-goal margin, possibly a 3-1 victory. The best team in Africa, Cote d'Ivoire, they qualified. We were the runners-up. South Africa beat the Congolese in the top place match. So 1, 2, 3 should represent Africa.
Okay.
Anyway,
1, 2, 3.
All we need to just tell the Eagles, like you have been saying, is first option, go win. Right. Second option, go win. I had the third. You know, I don't get you than to win.
All right. You heard them. We heard also from, like we said, the show to you guys. 8 o'clock Nigerian time. This is about 1:30 now. So we are saying in another 6.5 hours, it will be Nigeria taking on the Democratic Republic of Congo for a place in the Intercontinental Playoff. And like we have said it here, Super Eagles, you either win or you win. I'm Ken Ochonogo. God bless Nigeria.